It's summer, and for many people that means staying outdoors. Getting some sun every day on your arms and face can be good for body and mind. Of course, getting too much sunlight is not recommended, as it increases the risk of skin cancer. It's important to keep your skin safe from the sun's ultraviolet rays, but soaking up a few rays every day at the right time can be good for your health, as long as you take precautions. So, how to get enough sunlight safely, and what are the key benefits of getting sun exposure? Stay tuned because this video will answer all your questions and explain best health benefits of spending time in sunlight. Major health benefits of sun exposure. Let's take a look at the major benefits of spending time in the sun. Number 1. Sunlight and serotonin production. Do you often feel better and more energized during the long days of summer? That's for a good reason. When you see sunlight, your retina releases serotonin, which is a mood-regulating neurotransmitter. Some research suggests that the sun hitting your skin also plays a role. The sun's bright light also induces your body to make dopamine, a neurotransmitter that makes you feel happy. We often hear that too much exposure to the sun's warm rays can hurt your skin, but did you know that finding the right balance can help lift your mood in many ways? Your brain sends out hormones when it's light out or dark out. Serotonin is thought to be released more by the brain when it gets more sunlight. Serotonin is thought to improve mood and help people feel calm and in control. At night, when it gets dark, the brain makes melatonin, which is another hormone. This hormone is what helps you fall asleep. If you don't get enough sun, your serotonin levels can go down. Seasonal pattern depression is more likely to happen if you have low levels of serotonin. This is a type of depression that comes on when the seasons change. Getting more sunlight is important for more than just a mood boost. Getting a moderate amount of sun is good for your health in a number of ways. Number 2. Impact of sunlight on mental health. Recent studies have shown that bright light therapy, either from a light box or from the sun, might help people with bipolar depression and ADHD feel better. People with eating disorders could also get help from light therapy. Some research also shows that people with severe symptoms of schizophrenia may have less vitamin D than people who don't have these symptoms. Additionally, a 2020 review found that having low levels of vitamin D makes you more likely to be depressed. Getting some natural sunlight can help you make more vitamin D, which can help with depression and improve your mental health and well-being in general. Because of this link, light therapy, also called phototherapy, is one of the best ways to treat seasonal depression. A light therapy box can be bought to keep at home. The light from the box looks like natural sunlight, which makes the brain make more serotonin and lessens the amount of melatonin it makes. People with other types of major depression can also benefit from being in the sun. Changes in the seasons and less sunlight have also been linked to anxiety disorders and panic attacks. Number 3. It improves sleeping and reduces stress. Melatonin is a hormone produced by your body that is essential for sleep. Because your body starts making it when it gets dark, you usually start to feel sleepy 2 hours after the sun goes down. This is one reason why our bodies naturally stay up later in the summer. Research shows that if you get an hour of natural light in the morning, you will sleep better at night. Sunlight controls your circadian rhythm by telling your body when to make more melatonin and when to make less. So the more time you spend in the sun, the more melatonin your body will make when it's time to sleep. Melatonin also makes you less sensitive to stress, and being outside helps your body naturally control melatonin, which can help you feel less stressed. Also, because you're usually doing something active like walking, playing, etc. when you're outside, the extra exercise helps reduce stress. Number 4. Lowers BP and improves cardiovascular health. It is thought that when the skin is exposed to sunlight, nitrogen oxides stored in it are released. This causes the arteries to widen, which lowers blood pressure. This kind of exposure comes from UV rays, not visible light. When your blood pressure is low, it's good for the health of your heart and blood vessels as a whole. Cardiovascular disease and high blood pressure are much more common in northern latitudes than in southern ones. Since it's not clear that taking vitamin D supplements affects disease risk, researchers think that exposure to the sun affects these diseases in other ways. Researchers think that when UV light from the sun hits our skin, it makes our bodies make nitric oxide, which lowers blood pressure. High blood pressure is a major risk factor for heart disease. Number 5. Reduces the risk of metabolic syndrome. A 2020 study on mice showed that the sun's light may help lower the risk of metabolic syndrome, which includes high blood pressure, too much body fat, and high blood sugar. This might be because a certain wavelength of sunlight can travel deep enough into your body to affect certain types of fat tissue in a way that might protect against metabolic syndrome. Number 6. Prevents cancer. Low levels of vitamin D have been linked to a few types of cancer. Although it doesn't necessarily mean that getting more vitamin D will lower your risk, but doctors are paying close attention to the link. Even though too much sunlight can cause skin cancer, A moderate amount of sunlight can actually help prevent cancer. Researchers say that people who live in places with less daylight are more likely to get some types of cancer than people who live in places with more daylight. Some of these cancers are colon cancer, Hodgkin's lymphoma, ovarian cancer, pancreatic cancer, prostate cancer. Number 7. Heals various skin conditions and strengthens bones. The World Health Organization has said that getting some sunlight might also help treat some skin conditions. UV radiation has been suggested by doctors as a way to treat psoriasis, eczema, jaundice, and acne. But let us tell you that this light therapy is not for everyone, but a dermatologist can tell you if light treatments will help your skin problems. When a person's skin is exposed to the ultraviolet B radiation in the sun's rays, vitamin D is made. One study from 2008 says that a person wearing a swimsuit will make the following levels of vitamin D in 30 minutes. Most Caucasians have 50,000 international units, or IUs. Tanners have 20,000 to 30,000 IUs, 8,000 to 10,000 IUs in dark-skinned peoples. Vitamin D, which is made by the sun, is very important for bone health. Low levels of vitamin D have been linked to rickets in children and diseases that weaken bones, such as osteoporosis and osteomalacia. What happens if you don't get enough sunlight? There's no doubt that not getting enough sunlight can hurt your body and mind. One such example that we explained before as well is the seasonal affective disorder, which is a type of depression that can happen when there isn't enough sunlight, like in the winter. This is a type of depression where your mood changes with the seasons. It can start in late fall or early winter and make you feel sad. This is sometimes called having the winter blues. The symptoms can be mild or very bad. During the darker winter months, getting enough vitamin D and using a light box can help. Lack of vitamin D can happen to both kids and adults. Adults who don't get enough vitamin D may feel tired, have pain in their bones, have weak muscles, and feel their mood change. A disease called rickets can happen when a child doesn't get enough of this vitamin. This leads to uneven growth, muscle weakness, bone pain, and crooked joints. If it isn't treated, it can cause the ends of the long bones in the legs to grow and rib cage to change shape. How to get your sun safely. Want to get enough sun to be healthy? As with most things, the key is moderation. It doesn't take much time in the sun without protection to get these benefits. But dermatologists still recommend using sunscreen and wearing protective clothing most of the time to prevent skin cancer. Even if you use sunscreen, the risk of skin cancer goes up with time in the sun, so don't get too much of sunlight. Keep an eye on your local UV index, which changes throughout the day and depends on the time of year, to make sure you get the right amount of sun. The UV index is highest in the middle of the day, so be especially careful then. You can use a sun safety calculator to figure out how long you can be in the sun without protection before you get sunburned if you put in your location and leave the SPF at 1, which means you aren't using any sun protection. Depending on how strong the sun is, that time could be less than 10 minutes for the fairest people. People with darker skin can stay out in the sun longer without putting on sunscreen. Experts say that amount is all you need for a day's dose. Cover up or find some shade before your skin starts to turn pink, which is a sign that the sun is hurting you. But don't totally avoid the sun. Instead, soak up some safe rays to get some great health benefits. Summary: sunlight is important for health and happiness. Sunlight is good for your health because it helps your body make vitamin D, keeps your bones healthy, lowers your blood pressure, keeps you from getting sick, and keeps your mind healthy. Some people can get sad, a form of depression, when they don't get enough sunlight, which happens in the winter in the US. SAD can be treated with light therapy, medication, talk therapy, and even vitamin D. With that, we come to the end of our video. We hope that you benefited from this video. If you did, please hit the like button and share this video with your friends and family. Want to see more videos like this one? Please subscribe to our channel, Welcome to Wellness, and press that bell icon as well so you never miss another video. We'll see you in another healthy video. Until then, take care.